How about my dearly beloved YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, in this case about the new secondary mission of July 2025. Let us remember that it brings us a new type of game such as Marvel Poker Superhero Battle, in which I am going to show you how we are going to be able to get the most out of this secondary mission, how we have to be playing it, and what prices we have. Okay, fantastic strength just turned. Even more fantastic, your fantastic strength is about to grow. We have fantastic force recruiting squad trainers. King Richard has developed a state-of-the-art battle simulation to evaluate your aspiring skills, generate random holograms of your characters, perfect your squad in multiple fights, face terrible final bosses, and prove the four you have what it takes to join the force. But you'll have to impress us every week if you want to claim the top prize. How does it work? Well, basically, you will be granted an incredible group of 52 2-star characters for this event. These collectible characters will all be even after the event is over. When starting this new single-player mode, a squad of 5 random characters will be assigned. From this group of characters, choose 1 out of 5 speakers, each one of which allows you to swap a certain number of squad characters when you think you've assembled the ideal random team, even if it's just the beginning. To the final boss to block your team and get your points. If you can't beat the final boss, you won't lose your team. Just try again until you win the fight. Claim your rewards in the weekly confrontation event objectives and check your ranking. The top 50% of applicants will earn points in a special recruitment event for even better rewards. We also have individual events. Since it is called an individual force confrontation event, defeating bosses from the squad builder event to be able to earn points, which we are going to see later. The composition of this squad will determine how many points you can earn from 10 points to 1,000, which for the rare certified force squad earns points in the individual sale, ranking 30, 50% better. So be sure to play often. Remember that only 10 energy is spent. We have special individual objectives, basically for defeating the cool bosses with the selected Fantastic Four characters in your squad. Log in each week to see which member of the Fantastic Four you hope to recruit. Then we also have the limited time crystal as always. Okay, so it's a lot of information. It's a new mode of games. Don't worry, because we are going to see everything, absolutely everything in this video. Okay, let's remember that we have in the special missions, as you are already seeing, that they are going to give us some pretty good prices. I'm also seeing a legend award, so in this case you may be making yourself a legend in this very game mode. It's been a long time since Kava brought us a secondary mission where we can make legends. Store is worth it, in which, well, let's see what it tells us. For example, look, defeat a boss in the Fantastic Strength Squad Trainer event with your Human Torch in your squad. So we have to leave a Human Torch for the squad, because there they will be giving us these awards that are nothing more to be brave. 14 250 grade 4 alpha and 750 titan splinters. Nothing, not bad friends. Then we also have ready to devastate, defeat the force of the squad trainer of the Fantastic Force with the mole in your squad, which will also be giving us, well, these prices, the same 4950, 750 as those of the Titanic, but not bad at all. Here comes the important thing, that those two certified and equipped Force Legend defeat a Fantastic Force Squadron Trainer event boss with a certified Force Squadron. That's basically getting the highest score. Defeated final boss in the Fantastic Force Squadron Builder event with a Super Suit Squadron. We'll see about that later in the side mission. Then they will also give us other titles, okay, as you are seeing. For example, in this case, Simply Fantastic defeated a boss with the Fantastic Squad, then suitable for a king with Kingmaker. So this will depend on the batch of team trainer that we have composed. That is why it is not so easy to complete that legend. We have to be getting the best. Like we're gonna see him later. What topics do we have? Well, we also have a series of individual events, as you are already seeing. We have the shock and the recruitment. The shock, friends, you are already seeing it. We have to get points by completing games in the secondary mission of recruiting the Fantastic Force to be able to earn these points. We are already seeing that we are being given 7-star chipmunks. Well, sorry, they may be giving us more things, because it seems that yes, they are a ski selector, the 7-star ones, then 2. Are they giving us fragments of grade 6 basic, as you are seeing on the screen, along with also 500 squares and mysterium? Here comes the important thing. Then what else do we have to look at? Monthly crystal chips that we remember are of fantastic strength, brave crystals that are quite powerful and more mysterium to be able to spend in the store. And finally, well, finally, in this case, the first thing comes to you. A selector of 25% of the grade 6 class, the first ones are not bad. The truth is, quite cheated. And then we have the recruitment mission that basically you have to finish among the 50% of the best applicants in the individual shock event to earn points. Okay, in the shock, you are already seeing that the prices for positions are going to give us points from the recruitment event, as you are seeing here, and we have to stay. Oops, sorry, this lasts 21 days. Okay, it lasts the entire month, which in the end is what we have to be achieving, that high evolution guanachon. In position 200, this is going to be very, very complicated. Friends, we also have Crystals of Grace to DN, where we can be getting a 0.36% probability of getting a high evolver, 110,000 7-star splinters between 50%. So I think it's quite feasible. Okay, and that's why this mission is very, very important. On top of that, we have some pretty good prizes, such as these rank 1 to rank 2 session gem bonuses. Generic, we also have 20 stones, the random 7-star singular with those 2 broken Nexus crystals. The truth is that these missions, friends, are very strong. In this case, we only have to finish 50% of the best candidates in the individual shock event to earn points, because in the shock, yes, friends, we also have prizes, because I haven't said it, but you are already seeing it. We have to stay at 50% up, just up here. With that, we will already be getting points for this event to be able to get that high evolver. I already tell you that the prizes are there. Strong, therefore, what is to be done? Secondary mission, play it and obtain those points to be able to achieve the maximum objectives for this shock mission. You have to try to get 50% or more in the rewards per position to be able to obtain points for this recruitment. Okay, from now on, I'm gonna tell you where the secondary mission is. As you are already seeing on screen, you have the secondary mission of reclaiming the Fantastic Force. And as you can see right now, I've made a small change. Then we are in TheShori, and we are going to enter the secondary mission itself. New recruits achieved have added to your list of minimum characters required to participate in the formation of the 4, which basically gave us those 52 characters of 2 stars. Okay, and here comes the important thing. We have 2 types, the standard and the energized. Vele uses a small amount of energy to generate character holograms. No, with network holographic technology, Richard demonstrates that you have what it takes to realize the Bastantica force. And then we have the energized one, which is 30 of energy. It uses a lot of energy to generate character holograms. With Red's advanced holographic technology, Richard earns triple points for triple energy. In this case, I have it blocked because we do not have the weekly challenge. Okay, so here comes the important thing. Okay, here comes, as I told you before, how to get all those totally good prizes. That legend title is worth it. You are already seeing that certified strength is needed, and you have to be working for all those icons in yellow. With that, we will get 10,000 points, which seems absolute madness to me. In the end, this is like a kind of poker. Okay, we will also see that off. Prometraya is that you have to get everything blue, then you have to get 59,999 to be able to get fantastic. So what we're going to do is a little test. You're already seeing it here. We're going to get into the games themselves, and we're going to see how we can be playing an initial game. You are already seeing what we had to look at. We had 2 greens, 1 orange, and a scorpion. So we have to select the opponent because, for example, we live with the void. For example, we give him confirmation. In blocked fighting, that seems to be the case, and they have given us these totally random 2-star characters. Okay, so we're gonna go beat him, which is a pretty simple fight, or should it be pretty simple? This is the first round, so to speak, and we're going to see how it goes. You're already seeing that it's a kind of test because Kavan is messing with the 2-star characters. So let's see how it goes. There we have it sticking. We have it very well. Ready, we almost have the good-natured boys, and we have just killed the boss. That is, we would directly leave with the points, no or no, I don't know, EH, I don't know how they are, how we have to see it. We are going to see it right now. We have managed to kill it very well, and with that we would come out. Oh, okay, we're straight out of the fight, okay? We have got 50 points directly because let's remember that we may be doing a series of discards, okay, just so you see that you don't have to go directly to the boss himself. So we're going to give him a replay. In this case, we have achieved a score of 50 points from Duo Mortal. There he's already thinking about it a little bit. Dig, I don't know why, as he always goes a little crazy. He goes, I'm going to pause it, and now when it works, I'll give it to him. Hello friends, here we are in a new game, and as you can see we have had 2 gold, 2 blue and 1 red. In this case you have to select in the first round since the character you want is in this case. I am interested in changing 3 of a voucher because in the end I want to get the maximum score, that is the gold ones. Therefore you are already seeing that under the red characters it says change 1, change 2, change U, change 4 and change 5. Those are the discards you are going to make in the next round, in this case as we want. Change 3 characters? Well, we are going to face Matanza or Carnas because we want to get rid of those characters that are not golden. So in this case, we are going to use any character. And on top of that, we have Lamol to be able to achieve the first objective when we give it to the boss. Okay, then we are going to give it, there we are going to give it as always, as you have already seen. The truth is that right now it is working a little badly. The theme of the game is a little down, it works a little strange. So don't worry. And if it takes you a long time to play and so on, because the same thing has happened to me, that is, it has been a little buggy. The issue is because in the end it is a new game mode, and we already know how Kaban is because it deals with this type of new events, new missions. Okay, at the moment it seems to me that it is a good new game mode that includes new challenges, new prizes, quite good, and looks good, honestly. Of course, the score depends a lot since it depends on the RNG. Practically, in the end, the RNG of the character cards that you get is what will give you more points or fewer points. In this case, we have already done the fight, and as I have already told you, we have selected 3 to change 3 characters. Well, we are going to be getting rid of these characters because remember that in the points, the certified strength is the one that gives the most points, that give a total of 10,000, and in the end that is what we have to be achieving. Okay, so we confirm these discards, and in this case the 3 will be changed and we will be given another 3 new ones. And as we have seen, well, look, they have given us a new golden one like Howard Duck, and in this case we are interested in getting rid of Cosmic Rider and Kitty Pryde. Therefore you have to select the character where you put. To change 2, which in my case is Daredevil Hill's Kitchen, so we select it to be able to change the character, and let's see if we are lucky and it will come out. Well, those good characters, we are going to use Kitty Pryde. Here we have it, we have a class advantage, we must take advantage of it, and remember that it also has a series of nodes depending on the class. Well, that orange, red, blue, because it will depend on the points you have for some nodes to make us angry. In this case, well, we do not have any type of fury as you are seeing, therefore the fight comes out as if it were anyone. Okay, so well, let's give it, let's see how it goes. Here we have it, very well. Very rich. The truth that the game mode is quite fresh, quite innovative. It would be better if it were with 7-star characters, but hey, nothing happens. There we have it, and we kill ourselves at Lardeville Hell's Kitchen. And let's see, let's make a discard. We have got the first round 50 because we haven't done any type of discard either. Okay, in the end you have to be playing with that, with the issue of discard. You have to be getting the cards, see how they fit. It works. It's true that it's quite lazy and it works a little strange. We're going to pause until he gives us the score, and since Caban is doing weird things directly, he hasn't even caught the fight, so I'm going to do it and get back there. We have done the fight again, as you are seeing after all the errors, and we have to be selecting 2 characters to remove what in theory should be the last option. Because again, we are going to remove the red faction of Cosmic Rider and the blue faction of Kitty Pair, so we discard it and change them for 2 random ones to see which ones we touch. Well, look, we have had 4 golds. We have to select an opponent to be able to take away 1. Okay, therefore we take this one away from Dormammu, and we are going to see if he lets us in. I don't know if the boss would let us in, or after the 3 rounds we would stay with everything. Okay, we are going to give it. I think that with, as we have said, with the BSE, as I told you, it also has a node. Okay, and in this case the blue yellow, well, they gain a fury effect, therefore we have to use a yellow effect. Well, we are going to use, for example, the more, since we are one of the Fantastic Four. Well, we take advantage advantage of it. We are going to give it. There we have it. Let's see if we are lucky, because we may be doing a plenary literally yellow, which would be 10,000 stitches. Absolute madness. Friends, how do we get that? How? And ready to sleep. Let's see if in this case we don't end up being crazy or anything like that. Let's check it. There we are. And let's see and fight one. We selected a Discord hologram to see, please, one doradito would be very good. And little eye we have. What a bitch. We haven't been lucky, but look, we've got the group of Elod, 300 points, nothing, not bad. So now we do either now we have to face the boss with Immortal Boniacion, and in this case, how we take to La Mole, well, we take advantage of it. Let's remember it is an individual objective that we have to blow up with a human torch or with La Mole to the boss, okay? And in this case, we take the good-natured La Mole to blow up. Let's see if we are lucky. Good luck, friends, and well, we have already got 300 points plus the 50 from before. We have done the truth that quite a good score, literally in 2 fights in 20 energy, so to speak. So the truth is that this new game mode is really cool for me, and above all, the rewards are quite good and are at a fairly high level. Strong blow, we have it very well there. And we are going to give it perfect care, because now they are doing us a lot of damage due to acid burn, and they just kill us due to acid burn. I can't believe it. Well, look, that's how we also have the video. What happens if we don't have a yes? If we have a character, what kills us? Well, nothing happens. It's like a normal fight. They kill the character, you finish it off with another one, and that's it. The only thing we're left without the objective of La Mole itself is worth it. I don't know if he can be resurrected or something like that. In fact, I'm not even going to look at it, but you're already seeing that it turns out quite well. Or any other character, so you are already seeing it. We have it, and that's it. Well, very good. And with that, we would finish the boss after all the discards and so on, and get a total of 300 points. Nothing, not bad, folks. So this would leave the new game mode of this fantastic force recruitment. This is if you like the video, and above all, that it taught you how to play with it. Now I do say goodbye, Espe. If you like the video, we say goodbye. Bye bye.